Hello and welcome to How Not to Make Honey Balsamic Chicken with roasted carrots and potatoes. So as usual, we're still doing the EveryPlate Edition, and this is the part of the video where you want to pause and kind of review the directions for yourself so you know how to make it, or if you've already watched the video once, you're just pausing it to go back and see what you need to do in order to make it yourself. This one's not too complicated, but some of the details have enough separate ingredients that you might want to make a note. So, as usual, basic washing and drying the produce, and then I've gone ahead and started to peel the carrots here, and then I'm going to trim them into diagonal half-inch pieces. So, something that I'll do pretty quick after I finish with the carrots and potatoes is I'm actually going to, off the screen, microwave about a couple tablespoons of olive oil and half the garlic for about 30 seconds or until sizzling. And that's actually what I ended up sprinkling on top of the carrots and potatoes on the baking sheet. So it's the garlic oil, salt, and pepper. I also added some chili flakes, which personally I thought was a nice touch. It is recommended as well, or at least suggested at the top of the little recipe that I'm following. Little chef's tip there. I don't know if it made it into the video, but just so you know, that is an option. You could also try a strip of lemon zest for citrusy flavor. So anyway, I've had better luck with the garlic lately. I haven't quite gotten the garlic press at this point in time yet, but I did end up with one sooner or later. So that's the bowl I was talking about. It's going to disappear, and then I'm suddenly going to microwave it. Those are my new chili flakes that I picked up at the store. And I'm just kind of sprinkling this whole mixture over my baking pan before I toss it in the oven. And of course that was the salt and the pepper here. So dumping the chicken in the pan, stirring it up, trying to, as much as possible, brown all the edges and the sides. It did end up turning out to be more difficult than I expected, just because they're not quite the perfect size, but it worked out. You'll see later that the chicken pretty much turned out like the picture. The glaze they used might have been a little bit thicker, perhaps, than mine, but the amusing thing here that I'm doing is I'm trying to get the chicken to kind of stand on its side there. Definitely not having the most luck with that, but it was amusing nonetheless. So I fiddled with that for quite some time, and then I, for some time, tried to check the temperature of the chicken, and eventually I got it to where I wanted. So taking the chicken off, putting some more oil in the pan, and then I'm going to go ahead and mix, I guess, some remaining garlic, the vinegar, honey, stock concentrate, and about a third a cup of water all in there, and we're simmering it until thickened and glossy. Here we're making the glaze. After it's to that point, I probably added about 2 tablespoons of butter until melted, some more salt and pepper, and now I'm turning the chicken around inside the glaze to coat it. And coming up here shortly, we're going to go ahead and divide the chicken, the carrots, and the potatoes between the plates. You might have seen that I tossed those carrots and potatoes back in the oven. That was just to warm them up. I don't think it was particularly a required step. But anyway, this has been How Not to Make Honey Balsamic Chicken with roasted carrots and potatoes. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The presentation is coming here any second. Thanks for watching.